Is your business idea a good one? Our idea for Shoes of Prey was simple. I loved being able to design my own shoes, and my girlfriends really enjoyed it as well. But I wouldn't have thought to turn it into a business had it not been for my two co-founders, Mike and Michael. They were both working at Google and they were really inspired about the way that e-commerce was developing. They just needed an idea. From my observation or experience, coming up with a great business idea comes from solving a problem that you're experiencing. But it doesn't have to be just that. It can also be a fleeting thought of, wouldn't it be better if, or there must be a better way too. Once you've honed in on one of those friction points that you've experienced or observed as a fleeting idea, then it's really good to hone in and figure out if the idea is actually going to work. So over the years of pitching Shoes of Prey to investors, we've heard lots and lots of questions that they ask us in trying to understand if Shoes of Prey is something they believe will work. Those questions are really helpful, and so some of them are, how are you going to monetize it? So firstly, obviously, how are you going to make money? But is it something that people will actually pay for? Secondly, how are you going to scale it? So how big can you take this? How many possible people would buy it? How far can you go with it? How big will it exist in the end? What is the market size? So how many potential people in the world, or if that's the geography you're targeting or the smaller geography you're targeting, would be people who would be interested in purchasing your product or service? 4, what is your vision? So what's your one overall goal that you're looking to solve? What's that one little magic pain point in one short sentence? So I guess your vision can be also known as your mission. It's also great to have an elevator pitch to support that. Is anyone else doing this? Is there any competition out there that already exists? And how are they doing it? And how is what you're doing different and better? How hard is it to do? So what are the barriers to entry? Is it even possible to do it? Will you be able to do it? What will you need to do it, and how long will it take to make it happen? So really they're asking here, how much money do you need to raise, and how long is it going to take before they see a return on investment? And I mean, if you're going to bootstrap your company, that's your cash in there, so really important for you to think about that too. And lastly, how are you going to make that happen? How will you get there? So that's showing forecasts, having a think about what marketing activities need to happen when, hires, all of that kind of thing. If the answers to these questions all seem positive, so yes, this is something people would pay for, yes, there's lots of those people who would pay for that and they would do that more than once, yes, it's possible to get money back out of initial investment and all of that kind of thing, then it seems like this might be something worth exploring further. Now, if you want to know what that next step is, I've actually made a video about the stuff that we did first at Shoes of Prey. So it's not gospel, but it's definitely some things that we found to be really helpful, and I'll post that video for you and put a link below once it's up. So I hope this has been helpful in vetting your ideas. If you're kicking around an idea at the moment, I actually found sharing it as a really great way to kind of get some, good feedback from people, test it out there a little bit. I know it's really, really scary to share because you're worried someone will take your idea, but 99.9% of times I've personally found it to be really helpful. So I'll leave it with you, but if you do want to share, please put it into the comments. I would love to hear about what you're up to. So I hope this has been helpful. I'll put that next video up pretty soon and link it in here so you can have a look at what the next steps might be. And don't forget, particularly at this stage, do everything before you're ready. Bye.